Right. Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Thank you all for tuning in. We'll just wait a few more moments as people are joining us today. Hi, Jen. Welcome. Hi, Marianne. Welcome. And as you guys are jumping in and hanging out with us today, why don't you say where you're tuning in from and maybe where you are on your journey with Healy. How far, where are you? How long have you been partnered with us? I just love to be here and to spend my time with you all and to share all things Healy. Ohio, woohoo! Well, I'm tuning in from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It's super sunny and hot. And I hope everyone, if you're in America, has had a lovely long weekend. And today I'm actually going to be going over September's month promotions and giving you some insights and strategies on how you can present it to your audience, to your network, and maybe also to some of your existing Healy members or customers too. So to respect everybody's time, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. And if at any time throughout the presentation you have any questions, excuse me, you have any questions, please put them in the chat and I'd be happy to answer them as I see them come in. And if I miss them, I will get back at the end after I finish. All right. So let's get started. So this month we have some promotions, obviously. And for right now, what I want to talk to you about is the actual Healy device, because that's our main one that we can analyze and see what we are needing in that exact moment by the resonance databases or by using the microcurrent frequencies. It is our gem, right? So for this month, from the 1st to the 30th, you can receive a resonance or resonance plus at 35% off. And also there are some freebies that go along with it. So if you get a Healy resonance, you will also receive a Healy coil, which is valued at $225 US. And also if you choose to do a resonance plus, you will receive the soul cycle. So I'm curious if the two that are on here right now, have you guys been using the soul cycle already? Have you got to experience it? Let me know your thoughts. If you have a favorite program, put that in there. The soul cycle is probably my new favorite. It's been for a few months now. One of my most favorite programs to use. I have used it since the day it became, I know, right? I really feel the soul cycle is a beautiful piece for us to just elevate ourselves. And especially, if we're doing this as a business, there's so many programs inside there that you can help support yourself as a business owner. I personally love to use the self-confidence and confidence programs. Maybe when I'm getting up on stage and speaking or leading up to a big event, I use those programs. That burden program, so good. I love the burden program. And then the aura pure. I mean, everything in there is just amazing. And so when we if you decide to lead in with a professional edition, which obviously that is the best one to be leading with, because you're letting your new members or customers have the best experience, because they get to have access to over 229 programs, over 9 million different frequencies. And now they're also going to be receiving a free soul cycle and the natural cycles. So if you guys are on here, are you using the natural cycles as well? I like to present the natural cycles to people because we do get affected by the moons. I mean, just as the tides get affected, we are affected by the sun and the moon, everything. And so now that we have something to keep us in sync with the changes globally and from the moon, it really helps keep us a really beautiful balanced state. So I have broken down by the Americas countries what the prices are for with the 35% off. All right. So in Mexico, in pesos, it's 21,450. In Canada, it is $1,178 for, this is for the residents, excuse me. And for the United States, it's $985. You know, and I mean, even just having people start, if they can choose to have the resonance and that fits into their budget, that is a perfect place to start for people. They're getting programs, you know, and they're getting all the microcurrent programs for the physical body. Plus now they're having access to analyze, to see what programs that they're needing in that moment, plus all the digital databases. Now going up to the Resonance Plus, for Mexico, that's 35,749.99 pesos, $1,996 in Canadian, and 1,644 in United States. And moving up, for our professional for Mexico, it is 57,200 pesos, and for the United States, it's $2,627. And to receive that bundle of freebies is amazing. Now, why did I leave Canada out of that for the professional? Because it is Canada's 1-year anniversary. And so for the first bit of the month, up until the 12th, anyone in Canada can get a Healy Professional for 50% off and receive a free Healy Coil. I mean, when this comes into the market in the United States, I know they just fly into people's carts, because it is amazing that they get to have access to all the frequencies that they need and get to have the ability to use the coil, right? So then they're getting to use frequencies all day whenever they want. Remember, because we can only, it's been suggested to only use 3 microcurrent programs a day. So I like to really suggest, when I'm presenting this to people and telling them, look, I'm working on my 3 programs are going to be something I'm like probably physically really working on. Maybe I have a goal, something, maybe I'm injured, maybe I'm in a lot of pain, maybe I'm trying to, you know, help anti-aging. So I'm wanting the microcurrent, because that microcurrent is going to be working the fastest and speaking to my cells, right? Speaking the language of frequencies. And so anything else out of those 3, outside of the 3 microcurrent programs a day, I would tell them to use the coil. So then they're really going to be getting the best ability of using frequencies within their life. So for Canada, the professional is going to be for $2,417 and has a QV of 1,000. All right. Now let's break this down. I love this chart so we can visualize and see. And this is a great thing to have when you're doing a presentation for new clients or members, because it shows them as it steps up what's involved in each program. So I'm going to explain it to you the way I explain it to my customers or people I'm presenting this to, all right? So I tell them about the Healy Gold, and that this is the like original, where Healy started from, original 144,000 frequencies that are compiled into 7 different programs it's for all aspects of life, whether it's something for physically for your body to start releasing and detoxing, or if you're looking to be more centered or supporting your immune system, or if you're trying to relax, you need more energy. We have something. Each program is going to work for any aspect of life. It's a beautiful starting point for people who are just getting into frequencies. Now, they will also get bioenergetic support. Now, I tell them that they get the bioenergetic boost. Now, this is great if we're feeling a bit run down, to use that. I even ran it on my son this morning. He woke up with a little tickle. And they also get coherence. Coherence, a beautiful program, a connection of heart and mind. I let them know that we have had meditations globally where there's been thousands of us who come together and meditate and use this program to help elevate and raise the conscious collective of this world that we're living in. And because I'm in America, so I would say Healy is FDA cleared for pain, you also are going to be getting a pain program to help support them. Okay. And they get to have the option to have the expert page if they need to get a custom program made by a frequency specialist, time waiver specialist. And also the Heal Advisor search, where people can go in and type in something that they are looking to see what programs would benefit them. Moving on, and the next is the Healy Holistic. I love this one because we have the bioenergetic harmony. Now, these are physical things within the body. So we have programs for that. Then mental balance programs, things for helping to remove emotional blockages, things to help keep them more centered and balanced. And then we have the meridians programs that are working on all of our meridian pathways, the super highways inside of our body, linked to, traditional Chinese medicine. And then going up, we have the resonance. And this month it's 35% off. And this week is where the analysis starts, where the other two, they have to be intuitive. They need to pick the program that they feel they might want to try, that they need. The resonance, they get to analyze to see with what program that they want, including the same programs that are going to come in the gold and the holistic. They also get the chakra programs. They get the fitness frequencies. So if you're big into working out, you have frequencies to support you no matter what type of workout you're doing. There's ones for performance, there's ones for stamina, there's ones for strength. You can prepare your muscles ahead of time, and also there's ones for recovery afterwards. I also like to let people know that it's been studied and tested, especially if maybe you've read The Resonance Effect by Dr. Carolyn McMakin, that if someone goes in and uses microcurrent frequencies within the first 20 minutes after a workout, they will tend to notice they might be less sore. A lot of people might say, I feel like I didn't work out hard enough throughout the day. And they will have recovery a lot faster. So those are some talking points I like to talk about for fitness. Local stimulation. So you are getting the pain program in the two program models below, but there's a whole nother program group for different specific areas that might be needing to support within a pain region. And then sleep. We all know how important sleep is, and that, we are all overly stimulated throughout the day. A lot of us guilty stay up watching things too late, or the last thing they look at is their phone, not allowing us to have the right circadian rhythm throughout the day. Maybe we even look at our phone first thing in the morning. So using sleep programs to help support us in having a beautiful circadian rhythm and sleep patterns. That's why the sleep programs are really great. Power of 3. This is working on Ayurveda. There's also frequencies in there for the Zapper protocol and supporting a friendly flora. I love to really support and really talk about those programs for people, especially with the food supply that's out these days and what it's doing to people internally. And then comes the Heal Advisor Analyze. And so this is how they're going to analyze to see with what programs that they're needing. Out of the 98, they can then plug into microcurrent programs. So they'll have 98 programs that they can plug into microcurrent. All right. Going up from there is the Resonance Plus. So they will be getting the deep cycle programs. These are more of a deep detoxing, supporting programs, learning programs. Inside there, we have things for concentration and for memory, skin, whether that is things showing up on your skin, maybe there's some scarring. And we also have access to the aura module. And this is how I talk about the aura module. So our aura is constantly changing every 15 seconds, all right? And our aura is constituted and created by things that are affecting us immediately. Also, it can have information passed down and show up as blockages, can be passed down from your parents, your grandparents, ancestral traumas. This all creates what our aura is. And typically, as you start to understand and learn about your aura, you might notice, maybe I have this certain trait or characteristic because this is pulling up and I remember something about this. So using the aura module to really get people to understand and learn about themselves at a deeper level. And then the success coach module. This is an amazing module for whether that's something for yourself or you're presenting this to coaches. You can let them know that people can put in their set intention, and that people need to be crystal clear of what it is, these goals they're wanting to achieve. And then the Healy will analyze them and tell them reasons that are holding them back from achieving set goals. And then they can send these frequencies to vibrate into their information field to help achieve the goals faster. And then we have the Healy Professional, where you have access to 229 Healy programs, which has access to the 9 million frequencies. In there, you're going to be getting bioenergetic defense. These are more protection programs. So whether that's protecting you from electrosensitivity, protecting you from planetary stuff, from general protection, maybe, you are more of an empath, you're energetically sensitive to things, support and protect yourself by using these programs. The job programs, there's frequencies in here for stress. A lot of the programs in here have to do with stress, and we are extremely living in stressful times. There's just stressors everywhere in our lives. And from one of the things that I see from my personal experience in the biohacking field is that everybody wants to be able to support their stress levels. It was very smart for Healy to put this in the professional model at the top. Also inside there's things for activation, keeping your mind more focused if you need to get work done. And then we have the Heal Advisor Digital Nutrition, 72 microcurrent programs that are going to support you and have their digital nutrition mixtures of different vitamins and minerals that you need to support yourself daily. Now you can actually see which ones you need by using the Resonance Analyze module to tell you what microcurrent programs of digital nutrition you need today. And then lastly, it has the bioenergetic vitalization. These are our anti-aging stem cell frequencies. People travel to Mexico and Switzerland to spend thousands and thousands of dollars to get stem cell therapy. And then they actually have to keep going back to do that. And that's injecting and putting things inside of you. And now we have something to support us holistically with activating stem cells within inside our body. We all have them, but they lie dormant and they need instructions. And that's exactly what Healy is going to do. It is going to give them the instructions to get to work and where to go and support them in boosting their stem cells. I want to just welcome the rest of you that have joined in. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hi, Darla. Hi, David. Hi, Chantel. Thank you for joining us today. So I hope that kind of helped you guys get an idea of how I break this down and present this to people. All right. And I love that Healy has already shown and broken down the value of the free gifts that they're going to be getting by getting the higher modules. Modules. And also, why is it important that we should be really pushing September, right? September typically tends to be a big month in network marketing. A lot of network marketers are parents. Kids go home go back to school. We get our free time back. That's why I'm doing my calls during the day again, which is great. So the thing we want to really push this month and why it's important to get as many Healy shares out as we can is starting in October, there are going to be the Heal Advisor Analyze 2 app that is going to have a subscription. All right. So if you have someone, maybe, and I would gear this and present this to, someone who might have a big network that's going to want to be doing a lot of analyzing maybe having a lot of clients in there. If it's just you using this device yourself, I mean, it's okay, you know, but if you have someone that's going to be analyzing a lot of people like I do, you are going to want to have access to the unlimited amount for that subscription. So really go back through your network and see who it is that you can reach out to who could actually benefit from not having the subscription, and get them in this month. Okay. All right. And next we have the MagHealy Classic. So I'm sorry, I'm just reading your question, Marianne. So we have this to the end of September. Yeah, so anybody who purchases a Healy up until the last day of the month, and anyone who's already owned a Healy is going to be grandfathered in. They're not going to have to pay a subscription, okay? Anyone going forward will need to pay the subscription, all right? And I believe that you can go into your back office and see the breakdown of how that is going to work. Now, so from the 1st to the 18th, we have the MagHealy Classic. And when they buy a MagHealy Classic, they get to test all 3 applications for free for 1 month. All right. Now, I really like this. Now, look at the pricing here. In Mexico, it's for 20,999 pesos. In Canada, it's 1,160 Canadian dollars, and America, 970. So I really love that they're giving the 1 month for free so they can try it all out and see which ones they're going to be using more or less, and to make the decision of what and how they're going to do their subscription plan going forward, or maybe they just want to upgrade to a professional. So I lean in with this, and to let you guys know the subscription model with MagHealy. There's 2 ways to think about this. Are you a network marketer that wants to build and have residual income? This is the positive thing, having these as a subscription. So having this come on, you're going to have monthly residual from subscriptions, right? And if someone does not like subscriptions, then they have the option to buy a professional, and those become more a direct sale, right? We don't have any residual coming in. It's a one-time, and that's what that is. So I just want people to really think of, how is it you're trying to grow your business? Don't think of this as something negative. This is something extremely positive for us, that we need to use to keep building our business, right? Because you could be shy. You could be shy 50, 100, 100 points right at the end of the month to achieve that next rank. And having subscriptions happen is going to help you get those few and small little points that you need, right? So lean into that and present that to your downline and to your field of who you're reaching out to. Now, I love this one, right? So if you want a Healy professional, they don't want to have subscriptions, fair enough. You can lean in with the professional because it's a high ticket, right? So a good direct bonus for us as members. So in Mexico pesos, it's $64,999. In Canada, it's $4,060, and in the United States, it's $2,990. But they get to have the Resonance Plus for free. All right. Now, I really like that because they get to have all the databases, all of the resonance and analyze, so they can have the aura and the coaching. And it leaves you with a window to upsell in the future for them to upgrade, right? So I think that this is a really great opportunity. Now, this is only until the 18th of the month. All right. So if you have someone who wants to do both, lean in with this and share this with them. Now, for those people who received a free MagHealy Classic or have bought a MagHealy Classic in the past from July and August, they have this promotion, okay? So they, if they choose to do 12 months of the subscriptions, they will receive a free Healy coil and a case. Now you say, well, what if they don't have a Healy? Well, just so you see that this is the monthly subscriptions that they would be paying in United States and Canada. And if they've already had this, this is a good way for you to lean in with the promotions we have for Healy this month, you know, maybe, and so they could come in with their resonance, and they'll be able to analyze what MagHealy programs that they need, and then also have access to the microcurrent programs. All right. So this is a great one to, excuse me, that for us to lean in for our existing customers and members. All right. So again, this is going to only help get you more residual income by sharing and getting them on these monthly subscriptions. Now to find this, so what they need to do is they're going to go into their shop, and then there are, if you go down to shop and the drop down menu, there is a section for MagHealy add-ons, and it's there inside that. All right, so they could go in there, and that's one of the first ones that they can see. And then you have to select the MagHealy in the drop down for the serial number and to add that on. All right. And then we have the Ignite Your Growth. September 1st through the 30th, we can get the Healy Personal Growth Database at 60% off. So that's only $121 US. So for those of you who have not earned or received this module yet, or database yet, excuse me, this is the best option for us to get it now. And for you to reach down through your existing customers and members to get this, for them to get it now as well. And I love this because that's another just little bumps of QV for us to add to our monthly points that we have to achieve our next rank. Now, fuel your success. I love when Healy does this for us because they're only wanting us to be better. They're only wanting us to have more success with inside our own business. So this was for the third quarter of the year, July 1st through the 30th. If your career title equals to your paid as title, starting from director in the following months, you will receive $1,000 cash. And every time you rank up from director or above, you will also receive an extra $1,000 in cash. I know I would like to have an extra $1,000 in cash. I don't know about you guys. And then for the month of September, all of us, no matter what your paid as title is, personally enroll 3 new members or customers this month with a Resonance Edition or higher, or a MagHealy Edition. Doesn't matter if it's classic or professional. They will receive 300 euros. 300 euros in it's unlimited. Sorry, David, I was just reading your note. David, are you saying that it's 100 euros, not 1,000 euros? I'm confused with what you're saying. Type that into the chat again. Okay. And then the accelerator. So personally enroll 3 new members by the 18th of this month at 7:59 Eastern time. That's our cutoff time. You will receive a Resonant Plus edition on top of any of your 300 euros cash. Now you can only get that one time. So I kind of broke this down for you, especially if you have new people you're presenting this to, and how you can help support them launch their business. All right. So we know, or I know, maybe you guys don't know, but if you remember back to the fast start, that to earn a free Resonance Plus, you need to have a QV of 3,000 points, a cumulative. Oh, okay. Which is for 3,000 a cumulative QV. So that's over 3 months. Well, typically it's from the day they enroll. So if you enrolled someone today, September 7th, they would have the rest of September, all of October, and all of November. So it's enrollment plus 2 months. So they would, excuse me, has water. Excuse me. So they would have to get 3,000 points in that added up time. But if you look here, and if we just share 2 professionals, oh, I typed that, I mixed that up. I'm sorry. This is supposed to be, the additions are typed wrong on here. My apologies, everybody. So one resonance, it comes at 488 QV. So if they do 2 professionals and 1 resonance edition, that comes at 3,088. So they would be getting the extra fast start cash of 350 euros, plus the extra 300 euros. So that's 650 euros. And then they would also be receiving 2 Resonance Plus editions. I mean, that's an amazing way to start their business. And if they, excuse me, when they receive that, that's just the fast start cash and this extra cash. They still have their direct device bonus as well. So you're helping them to start earning back the money they've invested in their Healy. Let's see here. Do I have anything else today? That is all I have for that. But if there's more questions, if there's any questions more about what I shared, please go ahead and pop them in the chat. It was a shorter call today. And yes, David, you're right. I'm sorry if I said $1,000, 1,000 euros. And yes, everything is better when it's in euros for us. So if anybody has any questions regarding the promotions that are happening, I know that there's a lot going on. Just let me know and I can try to assist and answer any questions for you guys today. If not, I'm going to wrap up the call. And I just want to thank you guys for tuning in at 1 o'clock today. I'll also be, there will be no training this Thursday because I will be going on with Jake and Doc, and I believe Ken, for Healy's Beginners and Beyond. We're going to be going over the new Heal Advisor Analyze 2 app. So please make sure you check your calendars and you tune in this Thursday. All right. Thank you guys so much, and you have a wonderful afternoon. We'll talk soon.